Hello, hello, welcome to our topic for today. 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 Shout out to each and every one of you. Yeah, ba? Hello, good morning, Mommy Love. Good morning, Maria G. Shout out sa inyo dyan. Stay safe, Mommy Love. Stay happy, Maria G. Sige nang sige. Okay lang ako. Hello, Ate Marieta Potot. Shoutout po sa inyo dyan. Yeah, welcome sa ating topic for today. Good parents have in common. Okay, let's start. Okay, sige nang sige. Regards Ate Marieta Potot. Okay. The paradise. Traits good parents have in common. Let's get it on. Hello, Ma'am Jovita. Kamusta po? Shoutout po sa inyo dyan. Yeah. Kamusta si Sir Eddie? Sige lang nang sige. Yeah. Kamusta ang bawat isa? Okay. What good parents have in common? Are there certain things that some people do that make them good parents or not good parents? Of course, the characteristics of a good parent aren't fixed or absolute. What may seem like a good parenting to one person may not fit that definition for someone else. But generally speaking, these traits and habits can be found in parents who are practicing good parenting skills. Every child is different, and so is every parent, and every family has a unique needs and circumstances. But most kids will benefit from parents who strive to provide care, attention, and unconditional love, but set expectations for behavior too. Hello, pobreng YouTuber. Okay. Guide and support your child. There are some people who feel like they know how to become a parent, but honestly not. It's just word of mouth. They're just having big mouth that they know what they're doing, but they are not. Parents naturally want their kids to succeed and push, fraud, bribe, demand, or even threaten kids with punishment to get them to practice an instrument, excel at a sport, achieve top grades, and so on. The fact is, being a tiger dad or tiger mom isn't likely to get your child farther than giving kids lots of support and gently nudging if and when they need it. Yeah. Hello, Korean friend. Always guide and support your child. We should know how to do it. We don't need to threaten our kids to follow us, to listen to your advice or any advices. Because nowadays kids, they know what they're doing, but still they need your guidance. Okay? Encourage independence. Most parents know that it's important for kids to do things for themselves whether it's homework or chores or making friends. The best thing we can do as parents is get kids to a place where they can handle things on their own. However, it can be hard to tell how much they should help and how much we should get kids figure something out on their own. As a general rule, helping your child will something is fine when you do it with the end goal of teaching them to eventually do it by themselves. For example, it's not a good idea for parents to say, do a child homework for them or hoover Not a good idea for parents to as well. Say, do a child homework for them, it's not really good. Okay? You are dictating what they need to do. Those are definitely example of helicoptering, not helping. But if you show a child how to work out a homework problem or settle a problem with a friend, is a peaceful way. You're giving your child good tools for the future. I remember one time in Japan, most of the nursery school, they before the kids starts their lesson, the teacher mess around everything, all of the toys on the floor, chairs upside down, as in mess, so messy. So kids starts their school by tidying it up. That's the way of trying to discipline the kids. That's initiative. You are not asking them to tidy up, but they know what to do. They are learning from the very start how to do it. Yeah. So that's the way people or teacher, how to teach them the way how kids behave. Ayan. Ay, ganyang ginagawa ko sa anak ko. Ay, may anak ka na pala. Akala ko dalaga pa. Okay. That's how to become a good parent. Okay? Be mindful. Be mindful that they are watching. Be mindful. Whatever you're saying, whatever you're doing, even they're not looking, definitely, they are looking. They are watching you. Got a piece of juicy gossip you're dying to share? Want to tell of a neighbor who did something rude, or yet at a driver who cut you off? While you can always be respected, good parents know that kids are always learning from the example we set. If we want our children to be kind, empathetic, and well-mannered as they grow up, we must try to be on our own best behavior and be respectful of others. Most of the time, people or parents, they feel like they know what they're doing. They are arguing in front of the kids. That is really bad behavior of parents, because it will set their mind that my parents is really don't know how to respect each other. Even you're having your good time in front of your kids, it's not really acceptable. Okay? Pinapabayaan ko silang gumawa ng homework nila. That's very good, Ma'am Jovita. Because that's the way they are. You cannot dictate them, do this one, do this one. It's not really acceptable. True, set example dapat sa mga kids, lalo na sa mga generation ng kids nowadays. Hello Josie, shout out to you. Be mindful that they are watching. Whatever you're doing, you are arguing, you are doing your happy time, with your partner, do not show it to them. Okay? Even you're just ignoring each other in front of your kids, they know what you're doing. Don't expect your kids to respect you when time comes, because definitely it's your fault. You don't need to blame each other but yourself. Because of your attitude, your kids will be a problem somewhere, someday. Okay? Be mindful that they are watching. Yeah. As I always say that we don't use gadget when we are eating. Yes, that's how to discipline as well, kids. You shouldn't allow anybody, even the kids' parents, you are not allowed to use the gadget in front of the food. You should respect first the, of course, God's grace. Because most of the time, people using their gadgets for, of course, it's fine if you're taking a picture of your food, but if you are using it chatting while you're eating, it's not really advisable. Okay? Avoid being mean, spiteful, or unkind. Can a parent occasionally lose their temper or yell? Absolutely. Because parents are also human after all. But insulting or humiliating or belittling a child are never, ever a good way to teach anyone or anything. Would you want to be treated that way? Of course not. You are not going to humiliate your kids. You are not going to shout at them. But of course, sometimes you cannot control anybody. You cannot control the things. If they know already how to answer back, there are some instances that you need to spank them sometimes to let them reminded that they should show some respect as well. You cannot just leave it because their generation is like this and like that. Their generation is different now. You cannot. You should still continue try to discipline them. Hello, Toy Toy. Do not or avoid being mean, spiteful, or unkind. Because at the end of the day, they're going to do that to someone else as well. Yeah? Next one is show your kids you love them. Show your kids you love them. Of course, being a parent, there's no parents that don't love kids, of course. You can all get so busy, it's easy to forget to take the time to show our kids how we feel about them. A small gesture like you're writing note for them, for their lunchbox, or sharing them about yourself with them, that can strengthen your connection and how much you love them every day. Even they're already adult, they still need to feel the love. But of course, you need to know when and how to do it. Show your kids you love them, because that's very important. Apologize for your mistake. But of course, you're not going to apologize if you done it to make them learn. Do not apologize if you are right, because they're just making their head bigger. Apologize if you are or you made a mistake. You probably teach your kids to own up to things they did wrong by apologizing and trying to make up for what they did. This is just as, if not more, important for parents to do themselves. If you think that they made a mistake, definitely you need to tell them off. You need to put them in the proper place. This way, they will learn how to behave properly. Good parents know that all parents can sometimes make a mistakes, and they learn how from them and show their kids how to take responsibility for their action. Because sometimes kids, or even not kids, if you made a mistake, you love to argue. Instead of apologizing to finish the conversation or arguments, you are going to argue. You are so defensive. Instead of apologizing because you made a mistake, you're trying to defend what you've done. But at the end of the day, you look stupid in front of someone else. Dapat alam ng mga anak nyo para mag-sorry kung ano yung hinihingi niyang sorry. Dapat alam niya nagkamali siya. Yes, that's right. Toy. Like, okay, Mom, can I have a note? Because I need to buy something. Okay, my darling, we don't have this money. Maybe next time. I'm sorry, we don't have this money. At least they will understand. But if your kids forcing you to provide this one as soon as possible or in a glance, definitely it's not really acceptable. They should know what is wrong with a request. That's gonna be spoiled. Okay? Next one. Discipline your child effectively. Discipline. Okay, we need to understand discipline is completely different from punishment. It's not only one of the best things you can teach your kids, but also a way to ensure that you are raising a child who will be happier as they grow. Yeah? Like what what said? Maria G said a while ago, when they're eating, they are not allowed to use gadget. Okay? But if you are trying to discipline your kids, make sure they will understand why you're doing that. Okay? 20 minutes taking off when they're always on the phone, that's fine. But how many days is not really help. They will hate you so much. That's punishment already. It's not trying to discipline your kids. Okay? Why is it important to discipline children? Kids who are not disciplined are much more likely to be spoiled, ungrateful, greedy, and not surprisingly have trouble making friends and being happy later in life. Okay? If you are not trying to discipline yourself, if you're not going to discipline them, definitely they're going to be a problem. And you didn't help them. You're putting them into big shit when time comes. If you are just telling me that, okay, it's okay, but at the end of the day, they are going to suffer. They are going to suffer. You're not helping them. You are just being selfish. If someone asks you, hey, your kids is like this, and you are being defensive, you are just defending them, you are bullshit. You don't know how to discipline yourself. You are selfish. Okay? If you are always defending your kids, you are not a good parent. You are being selfish. Needs first before wants. Dapat. Wow. Yung bata sa amin dito, may screen time na nakaalat sa kanya and smart TV pa yun. Wala siyang sariling gadget. Yes, of course, Maria G. That's right. It depends upon the parents or the kids. There are some kids that I know that they are not interested in gadget. They know that it will not help them. But there are some kids as well that they love gadgets. But I'm not saying one of them is bad. Okay? So it just depends upon the person. That's only kids. So they know what is right already. You don't need to remind them. Okay? No need to be reminded. But at the end of the day, you still have obligation to guide them. Okay? I'm not saying gadget is bad for everyone. It helps a lot as well. Let's say you want to research something, if you want to learn something. But if you're 100% managed by your gadget, definitely that's bad. You should be the one to manage your gadget, not the gadget managing you. Same like money. Okay? You will never be happy if something is managing you. Did you get it? Always remember that. Yeah. See your child for who they are. Aim to see your child for who they are, not you're hoping they'll become. That's why it's not advisable that you are going to dictate your kids like, okay, someday you will be engineer. It doesn't work like that. You as a parent, you need to explain to them how to become like this, how to become like that. But it's up to them what they want to become. It's not you who's going to dictate them how to become. Okay? Your child may be more or a quiet reader than someone who wants to be a star on the stage or on a soccer field. Yeah? You're not going to, okay, my darling, you're going to become a doctor someday, or lawyer, or whatever, or a teacher. But at the end of the day, is your kids knows or like what you like? Definitely not. Or maybe they like it. So let them decide. See your child for who they are. Isn't it great to encourage kids to try things that may push them out of their comfort zones? You won't know if you like it till you really give it a try. Can sometimes apply, especially to kids who are still figuring out who they are and what they want. Hello, RB Minjola channel, shout out to you. But it's important for parents to do a quick check and make sure they are pushing kids or for the right reason. To try it and not because the parents want the child to be something they are not. Yeah. We can only guide them. Okay? Let's say, for example, Mom, Dad, I want to become an architect. Okay. So, if you want to become architect, this is you're going to do. This is you need to be interested in, like English, math, science, or whatever subject required to that course. Okay? Because here in Europe is completely different from Asia. In Asia, if you want to become engineer, you have math, science, almost all of the subjects. Here in Europe, if you want to become architect, you only have focus in specific subject. Let's say, for example, just math and English. So it's completely different. Unlike in Asia, you still have like in secondary or high school, you have your own, you have the same subjects. Okay, completely different. Yeah. So make sure your child you see them from who they are. Yeah. Next one is keep track. Oops. Keep track of your child. Keep track, not monitoring, okay? That's completely different. Knows what your kids or child doing and with whom. Okay? Who are your child's friends? What are the parents of the child like? Who will your child encounter when they play at the friend's house? And are there guns in the home? Something like that. These and other questions to ask before a play date are not only crucial for your child's safety, but also it's important way for you to keep track of what your child is experiencing and encountering when they are away from you. Okay? It's not really acceptable. Let your kids or children realize what is good and bad. It's not really acceptable if they're saying it was already sorted, that's why I didn't inform you. It's not really acceptable. Whatever they're doing, they need to tell you, unless they are already adult. But even adult, they should know. They should inform you if they're still with you or if they respected you. Okay? So you should know who are their friends, who are the people they're always with. That is really important. You need to keep track of your child. Okay? But you're not going to babysit them like do this one, do this one. Do not dictate what they're doing because it's not really acceptable. You cannot, your kid's gonna be choked if you are doing that. Teach your child to be a good person. Teach your child to become a person. Teach kids to be kind, respectful, respectful toward others, be charitable, grateful for what they have, and have empathy for others. Okay? Yes, nowadays kids are completely different. Most of them are ungrateful because they feel like they are having whatever they want. But that's not really good. It means to say you are not good parents. Okay? Of course, we all want our kids to strive to get good grades, win awards and accolades for music, sports, and other activities, and be successful later in life. However, who they are as a person is more important than which award they get. Okay? Let's say, for example, they didn't get awards in school. You're not going to tell them off. Just tell them, there's next time. You can do that next time. Encourage them, but do not tell them off, because at the end of the day, it's humiliating still. If you forget to teach them how to be a good children and good people, they will be less likely to be happy and fulfilled, no matter what they achieve and how much they succeed. Okay? Parents to blame if your children is being ungrateful, selfish, and they don't even know how to understand what's empathy. They're not going to, even they become succeed, they will not be happy. I'm telling you that now. When they finish their study, they're not going to use the course that they graduated because of you. You didn't teach them how to become a good person. Even they fulfilled their career, they will not be happy. I'm telling you this now. Okay? Connect with your child. Connect with your child. Make sure if you're at home, you're together. Don't let them go in some places in your house, isolating themselves. It's not really good. Laugh together, spend time together, and connect positively every day. Whether it's playing a board game, or if you want to go biking, cooking, watching a movie, or reading a book together, or reading different books side by side, it's okay. Okay? Even your child is older, it's really important. Good parents consciously spend time having fun and connecting with their kids in a small and large way. Always connect with your kids. Okay? Again, it depends upon your kids, because sometimes your kids already not living with you, but still you can monitor them, or you can ask them. A single line is okay. That's important. Yeah. Next one is listen to your child. Okay, open ears. You know how to listen, how to communicate. Okay, let them talk. Parents often spend a lot of their time with their kids, talking to them rather than with them. Practice listening to your kids and really giving them your full attention. Away from your phone, away from your computer, you can talk to them. You'll be surprised by how much more you feel connected to your child. And you likely learn about loads of things your child is thinking and feeling. Okay? Be a part. Best part, you'll be always showing your child how they can give you their undivided attention when you want to discuss something with them. Okay, that's really important. Para kaming magkaibigan ng anak ko. Ayan. Para kayong magkaibigan. Para nga kayong hindi mo makita kung sino ang mas matanda. Ang bata ninyong parehas, pag titingnan mo, hindi mo malaman kung sino ang lola. Joke. Okay? While every child has individual needs, authoritative parenting strategies will benefit almost every child because parents should express love and affection, set limits, and maintain a cordial relationship with their kids. Okay? Parenting style have been excessive studies for decades. How your parent your children has a tremendous impact on their future successful and relationship. Parenting methods are typically categorized into styles: authoritarian, permissive, neglectful, and authoritative. Research has repeatedly found that children have better outcome across almost all of areas of development when parents use particular style. Of course, you need to read more to find out which parenting style is the most effective and ones you should avoid that parenting style. Naalala ko lang ko sa room namin ng papa niya na natutulog. Then one time, tabi siya sa room niya na siya'y matulog. Yun pala, may GF na siya after maybe 6 months sa room namin natutulog. So it means to say, nagpapaturo sila kung paano gawin yung ginagawa nyo. Okay? Parenting style. Yes, that's important, Maria G. They need comfort. Because sometimes kids is not showy. They just need to feel their parents. Okay? They just want to feel the presence. They don't talk. They're happy with that one. But if you are the type of person is very showy, you always talk to each other like a friend, definitely. He or she will discuss the topic. Okay? In 1966, a clinical and development psychologist grouped parenting style into three different categories, wrote about the effect of which style of preschoolers' behavior and success in school. A fourth style was later added by two researchers. Okay, the first one, authoritarian. Authoritarian. Parents who use this approach are rigid disciplinarians. They expect their children to obey without question and often harshly punish their kids when they don't. Okay, that's authoritarian. Are you the one who's authoritarian? Okay, there are some people who's like this. Just obey or follow without any question. That's it. Okay, that's authoritarian parenting. Second one is permissive. Permissive parents are overly indulgent. They don't set boundaries or have expectation of their children or their kids. Their children tend to have trouble with authority and self-regulation. Okay? Or uninvolved or neglectful. Children of uninvolved or neglectful parents have the worst outcome. They have low self-esteem, lack self-control, and are less competent than their peers. So if you don't know how to control your kids, definitely, or you don't care about your kids, you are neglectful. Close kami ng kids ko, parang barkada lang. But of course, I always remind them na nanay pa rin ako. Oh, okay yun na. Sabihin nila, ang laki naman ng nanay ko. Joke. Okay. The fourth one is authoritative. Good parents display the quality of authoritative parenting style. This style is associated with the best outcome for children. Okay? Children who've had authoritative parents grow up to be self-confident and competent. Their parents communicate with them, have highly expectation, and express a lot of warm and effective toward them. Okay. Qualities of a good parent. Uy, mas malaki pa sila sa akin. Yun lang. While every child has individual needs, authoritative parenting strategies will benefit almost every child. Some things authoritative parenting should include their parenting. Express love and affection. Although the vast majority of parents love their children, it's important to express your love to your child. You can do this by being physically affectionate with your child and spending quality one-on-one time with them. That's really important. Communicate effectively. Good parents talk to and listen to their children. Explain the reasons behind your rule so your children or your child will understand your values. Listen to your child and be open to hearing their feelings and suggestions. Reasonings with your child will help them learn self-regulating or regulation and how to behave when no one is watching. Okay? You are training them how to become a good person. You need to set the limit as well. Although it's important to communicate with your child, you are still the parent. Listening to your child doesn't mean you let them call the shots. Lovingly setting and enforcing limit will keep your child safe and encouraged. You encourage them to internalize your values. Use a positive reinforcement as often as possible when you set limits for your child. Okay? Of course, if as a parent you need to manage your stress, can have a big impact on both your relationship with your child and how happy your child is. If you are just grumpy all the time, definitely it will not result very good in front of your kids or your kids' impact. Being able to stay calm is one of the most important qualities of a good parent. If you struggle with this, look into meditation, breathing exercise, or other way to manage stressful situations. Okay? You know how to manage your stress. Otherwise, it will not help. If you can remember, I don't know, it depends upon the relationship. There are some instances, mom always the nagger, and dad is always calm. But there are some kids who's very smart. They go to their dad because their dad doesn't talk that much. Their mom always a big speaker at home with the full volume. Okay? I'm just lucky because I have parents who very calm. They don't, I don't know, I haven't experienced my parents hit me or hitting me or spunk me. They talk to me, but I haven't experienced I was hurt by my parents. Maintain a good relationship with your child over other parents. Maintain a good relationship with your child's other parents. Okay? The other family. Whether you're in a relationship with your child's other parents or not, maintaining a cordial relationship with them is important. You should always speak kindly and respectfully about the other parents in front of your child. Okay, if you don't like them, you need to resolve conflicts when your child isn't around. Like, if you are a good parent, it's not really good. It's not advisable if you are arguing in front of your kids. Same like you are talking to other parents. Okay, if you have problem with other parents, you need to settle it down with that parent. Otherwise, you are going to argue in front of your kids. It's the same. It will not result very good. Okay? Teach responsibility. Along with your setting limits, you should teach your child to accept responsibility for themselves. You can do this by encouraging them to complete their homework on time. Let's say, for example, if you want to let them enjoy your company, ask them when they get home during Friday, let them finish their assignments. Okay? Finish their assignments, and then you have Saturdays and Sundays to enjoy. But if you just ignore them, let them do their assignment on the last minute, like Sunday night, rushing definitely is not really good parenting. Participate and communicate community activities. Find ways to help others. Accept the outcome of their good and bad choices. Okay? If they made a mistake, let them realize what's the impact of that one. What is the consequence of that one? But make sure they learn from that. Okay? Because they accept that one, that is the result. Okay? That's why you need to advise them. At the end of the day, this is the result for that one, and if you do this, this is the result of that one. What is the consequences of this? You need to explain to them as well. You cannot just let them, okay, do that. Now, that's what you get. It's blaming. Okay? You need to let them accept the outcome of their choices. Clean out after themselves. Try to sort out if there's a problem. Okay? Try to sort it out with them. Try to advise them. Do chores that benefits the family. Ask them to clean rather than always on the phone. Okay, clean with you. Ask them where to put the shoes. Ask them to where to put their stuff, rather than just messing around and then they're on the phone the whole day. It's not really good. Be a good role model. Okay? Role model. Your child will learn definitely more from watching you than from listening to you. Okay? Remember, there are some watching and listening, but they are more learning while looking at you. The way you look, the way you act, the way you move, everything. You can't expect your child to be polite and respectful if you blow up whenever things don't go according to your plan. Okay? Don't expect your child to become a good person if you are arguing in front of them with your partner. Definitely, one of you will not be respected. Okay? You yourself as a selfish is the one to blame. If not, your kids is not going to be a good person. Model the behavior you want to see from your child, and they'll like you to follow your lead. They're not going to listen to you. They're not going to inspire about the way what you're doing if you are arguing in front of them. Even someone's mistake, at the end of the day, they will hate you. They will hate one of you. Definitely. Unfortunately, they'll pick up on your bad behaviors as well. So think before you act. Treat your child the way you want them to treat others. You need to provide new experiences. Within your means, try to provide your child with a wide range of new experience. Support your child interest with, let's say, for example, lesson, books, and other resources. Introduce your child to a new activities, places, and people. Let your child try a new variety of activities without pressuring them to choose just one. Give them a choices. Exploring different cultures and careers can open new doors to your child. Let them grow. Okay? Be positive. Be positive. Place more emphasis on what your child is doing right than what they're doing wrong. If you, as a parent, you're just looking for someone's mistakes, definitely you are selfish. Okay? Always, always look things in a positive way. By pointing our good behaviors will encourage continued good behaviors in your child. Reacting negative or negativity and criticizing your child is not as effective as praising good behavior. Catch your child doing something right as often as possible. When you point out your child's positive traits, they'll think more positively about themselves. Definitely. Okay? That is the most important. You need to be a good example for your kids or children. Hugs can do great amounts of good, especially for children. Yeah, sometimes you don't need to talk. All you have to do is to hug your kids, and they will understand. It will ease all the pains. That is important. Yeah. As a parent, you need to learn from that. As I have said a while ago, traits of a good parents have in common is what we're doing. Of course, the characteristic of a good parents aren't fixed or absolute. What may seem like a good parenting to one person may fit that definition for someone else. But generally speaking, these traits and habits can be found in parents who are practicing good parenting skills. Okay? I'm not saying all of the kids are the same, all of the parents are the same. We have different way of life. We have different way of circumstances. Every child is different, and so is every parent. And every family has a unique needs and circumstances. But most kids will benefit from being good parents who strive to provide care, attention, and unconditional love. Okay? That's what we call good parenting. Good parents have in common. Okay? Now, I pray first before we proceed to other gem. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. give thanks, because He's given Jesus Christ, His Son. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks, because He's given Jesus Christ, His Son. And now let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich, because of what the Lord has done for us. And now let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich, because of what the Lord has done for us. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks, because He's given Jesus Christ, His Son. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks, because He's given Jesus Christ, His Son. And now let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich, because of what the Lord has done for us. And now let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich, because of what the Lord has done for us. Give thanks. Give thanks. Give thanks. Okay, thank you so much. See you around. See you later. Yeah, bye.
Do you have a history of losing your kid at Christmas?